Welcome everyone, today we have a new guide for Honkai Star Rail. In this video, we'll have a look at how to get Forgotten Hell level 3 cleared, 9 out of 9 stars, and also get your free Qingque. So as you can see over here, I have gotten 9 out of 9 stars, and I want to show you guys how to do this as a free-to-play account. So here I want to provide you guys with a step-to-step guide, very detailed, of how to get your first 5-star, any starter character very quickly, and then how to progress into your next healer, how to upgrade your characters, how to get additional relics, and how to get additional materials to upgrade your characters. And then how to build your best build. So we have a lot of video guides in the past. I'll be referring back to those about how to get a lot of resource and a lot of ways to get more free-to-play resource to get your new free-to-play character. That is going to be Qingque and also additional 600 of your Jade. So you can see I've gotten 600 Jade. Now I really want to make this detailed guide. Now I really want to make this guide more detailed so it's more accessible to free-to-play players. So no matter what character you have, our guide will help you to clear this and get your free character. We'll also talk about how to get more 4-star weapons and also relics in the game for free. And on the second part, we'll go into the details of how to clear each of the stages from level 1 to level 3 with 9 out of 9 stars. And what are my tips of using elements, what are my tips of casting spells. And we'll have a full replay of fighting different monsters in each of the zones together, and I'll show you guys additional information and also more tips of getting more free Jade. So coming over to our notes. Now in case you guys didn't know, if you have unlocked Forgotten Hell with Trailblazer level 21, you do get a free 4-star character and also 600 free Jade by clearing the first 3 stages. So this is what this video is about, but this also provides additional information about a lot of things in the game. Now if you have done some of the steps, you can skip them, but if you haven't, definitely see our guide. And in order to make things a little quicker, I have referred to the guides I made previously about each of those parts, so you don't have to have like a 30-minute video about everything. The first thing for any free-to-play player is to get your first 5-star. So here I have a detailed guide of how to get your free pulls in the game within about 4 to 5 hours to get 70 pulls. So 50 on the beginner's banner and also 20 on the standard banner. And this should guarantee your first 5-star. So definitely come over to this video if you want to see more information. Now all the videos and also links and also notes will be available in the description, so for you guys to have a look. Now the second thing is, after getting a free 5-star, and I'm sure by now you'll be unlocking a lot of story, you'll be Trailblazer level 20 at least. Because to do the Forgotten Hell, you have to be Trailblazer level 21, right? So what you want to do is, you want to unlock World Equilibrium level 1 and also get your character to 2nd Ascension. So here you can see I have ascended my Unicode to level 40 and most of my other characters are still level 30. Level 30 with 2nd Ascension is definitely enough. And this also unlocks some of the passives and also traces you can get for additional boost of power. So over here, I do want to mention that in order to get more experience books and also more materials and also more relics, what you want to do is, I have made a guide, but I'll quickly show you guys over here as well. So come over to the part which there's 2 reputation NPCs in the game, and if you buy the reputation item, it's very good for the power boost. And I definitely recommend doing this because what you're gonna see is, because you'll be needing them to power boost your characters to level 40 to get materials. And over here you can see I have bought the set of the relics over here and also experience books. On top of that, you can also be buying additional experience for your relics, for your weapons, and also for your tracer passives. And you also unlock additional loots over here. So in case you guys want more detail on this, come back over to this video which I explain things into more details. And this is the best way to get all my characters to level 30 ascended and also even to level 40. So this is a very important power spike for you to clear a lot of content. Now coming over to the next step. Now that you have all the resources and 5-star characters you needed, I recommend coming over to this video which will talk about how to build any team with any starter 5-star. And it's quite important for you to understand this because you first start with the free-to-play 5-stars, which I described for any of your starter characters. You want to go with a free-to-play 4-stars and one of your 5-stars, right? Because here we show you how to get the 5-star. And after that, you want to upgrade those 4-stars into better 4-stars and even 5-stars. And this is the best way to build any team comp for any content. So this video is going to be very helpful. Now that we have the team build, we have the characters ready, the next thing you want to do is you want to get your character and also weapons and also relics upgraded. So here I'll quickly show you guys my setup. It is not the strongest. So my light combs are only level 30. Notice that they're only level 13, not even ascended. They're just very basic. And my relics are not too powerful, only level 6 on the spare parts that I wanted the stats. I'm not going for the parts I don't want because I don't want to waste resource. Because I'm going free to play and as low spending as I can, I don't want to be wasting resource. So here we talk about getting relics level 6. It is quite important to stay on level 6 with relics because later on you'll get better relics. You don't want to waste experience. Now one small tip about relics and weapons is that at the same time as you fight the monsters, you want different characters and different team composition, right? Sometimes it is okay to use a weaker character who's level 20 but matches the element for breaking. And for this case, sometimes let's say if I'm looking for a breaker that is wind and I'm using my Daihan over here, and even though he's only level 20, notice that he's level 20 and his light cone, we don't have any light cone, but if I do not have the right light cone, which is the hunted one for him, I can still go for any of the upgraded light tome. Even though the ability is not matched, he will still enjoy the stats. This is also very important. And for those characters, if you're here to break elements matching, you want to get the breaking build. So here he doesn't have the right set, right? So ideally what you want to do is you want to have the full set of breaking build. Even though it's with screen, it is very good for the breaking effect. And this of course comes to the second part, which we'll talk to you guys in more details about benching elements for the bosses. Now finally, in case you guys are still short on 4-star relics and also weapons, there is a previous event that in case you guys haven't done it, do come over to this site. You can get 1 free weapon, which is very good for a lot of characters, and you can also be getting 1 free artifact, you can get a free relics. So in case you guys haven't done it, definitely come over and do it. And look at me guys, I still haven't got my 4-star weapon here. It's been like 4 days, no 4-star weapon. I'm like most unlucky. You can only pick 2 of those. And I do recommend getting a weapon and also 1 of the gloves. And this is the best way to get additional bonus in the game. Now coming over to the second part, actually fighting the Forgotten Hell. By now, if you follow our guide into preparation with your free-to-play account, you should be very strong. So you can auto most of the part, and in order to get 3 out of 3 stars to get the 200 stellar Jade for each of the 3-star clear, there's 3 conditions. You have to win at least with 10 cycles left. So after completing, it will tell you how many cycles left. You have to have this number greater than 10. And the next one is you have to win at least with 14 cycles left. So notice how I win with 17 cycles left. As long as the number is greater than 14, it is okay. This is a damage check. The next thing is they're also checking if you have defensive characters. So we need to win with no more than 1 drawn character. So ideally, you don't want any character to be dying. And this is why Natalie is not bad on the team. So I'll show you guys a variety of the build I have for the Forgotten Hell. So at the start, let's say if you don't have 5 stars, you can go a basic team with Trailblazer. And then of course, you go with any of your 5 stars. And as soon as you get Natasha, it is very good to have Natasha on the team. So this is a variation of me using Himiko with some of my 4 stars. And here is a variation of me using Walt with some of my 4 stars. Now again guys, come back to the builds guys, because the build will depend on what you have. And if you have more 5 stars, it makes things easier. Now for most of the levels, it is recommended having at least 2 damage dealers, so you have a variety of breaking down the shield of enemies. And of course 3 DPS is okay, especially in the early stage. Now because we only need 1 party, what you want to focus on is as you enter the Forgotten Hell. So let's just come to Forgotten Hell over here, I'll show you guys over here. So let's go. Now as you enter the Forgotten Hell, you're going to see the element of the character you could be breaking. And here is imaginary, physical, and also fire. So you want to bring character that matches the element. But of course, sometimes just matching 2 elements is enough. So here, Himiko and also Daihan is very good for this monster. And also, I believe this is Lightning, right? And let's see it over here. So, oh, this is Lightning. So here we have Imaginary for Welt, we have Civil, and also Heta. So notice that you can bring different characters. Even though they're level 20, it is still okay. So what I mean by that? So usually I bring my top damage dealers who are level 30, who are ascended. But just to match the element, I might be bring, let's say, 2 DPS and 1 support, and the last character might be a level 20 character just for elemental breaking. And my Daihan over here is the character for elemental breaking for most of the wind enemies, and this works pretty well, especially get the right artifacts for him. Now the second tip I want to share with you guys is that before you fight the monsters, make sure you cast your character's active ability. For me, the world active ability slows down enemies. There's also characters like Dahen that buff himself, and also characters that provide you with additional benefit if you use abilities. You have 3 or 4 skills, make sure you use them. This will give you advantage in the start of the fight. Now because most of the fights are quite straightforward, what I do is I'll attach a replay of each of the fights against the monsters to show you guys. But of course, half of the time I'm altering, half of the time I'm using menu. Simply because sometimes I want to make sure I get the 3 to 3 stars. This is why I go back to menu when I think I'm at risk. And of course, I have different characters to you guys, so it might not be that helpful, but I still provide the replay to you guys to show you what I do. Now finally, before we finish the video, in case you guys want to get more summons for your limited banner character, so those are more additional ways to get more Jade and also more codes, more ways, just a ton of freebies I want to share with you guys. I'm not trying to self-promote here, but I think those are really valuable. So I want to provide those links to you guys, and just feel free to have a look at those videos. Those videos will get you free gems or free Jade and also free credits and a lot of freebies. So this is really good. For example, for this one, the 600 credit one, I'll just show you guys over here. So I do believe we start to get this every day. So because I'm doing this, I'm getting free credits, 8,000 free credits, and I can get about a lot. I think it's actually currently bugged. I can get a lot of free credits this way. This is actually really, really good. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be making more guides for the simulated world and also everything related to free-to-play gaming, because I want to make things detailed and also accessible to all the free-to-play players. So stay tuned on the channel and also subscribe for more freebies and also more guides. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, now here comes the second part, which you get to see my replay of fighting each levels of the Forgotten Hell.
Practice target? I'm okay. You won't get away. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Nap time. You're not going anywhere!
I'm fine.
Rise, Phoenix! You won't get away. I have something for you.
Let's begin.
Naughty chop. That's better.
Want to see what I can do? Dodge this! Barely so.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Timely treatment. Leave it.
You won't get away. That'll take more than...
You're not going anywhere!
Time for a shot.
You're the best!
Let's stand down. Enemy ahead. No harm in trying.
You won't get away. No more playing nice. You're not going anywhere.
Time for an overhaul.
You won't get away.
Perhaps you still... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Leave it to me.
Let me through. You're not going anywhere. Rise, Venus! Want to see what I can do?
You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Not each other. That's better. I have something for you.
Stand down.
You've got a lot of nerve. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Let's begin.
Naughty child.
Much obliged. You're not going anywhere.
Now before you go, and if you guys didn't know, we have a new YouTube channel. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and check out the behind the scenes and also fun clips and also more stories about us. And then you get to know me a little more personally instead of just reading the news and also the games, right? So I want to share a little bit more with you guys. So make sure you check this channel out if you're interested about Matt and also Uni. She's really funny too, and she's really shy. So I want to give her a surprise and do a shout out for the new channel to get some subscribers. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time.